At Sunbelt Conference Football Press Day, we're here with Coach Todd Berry of the ULM Warhawks. And, Coach, first of all, I guess the big question is that this is year one without Kolton Browning under center. And I know that's got to that's sort of a plus and minus for you, I guess.
Well, it is going to be very, very different. Kolton was a prolific player, not just on our team, but in the conference as a whole. We got used to a little bit of it last year because of his injury that he had the very first ball game of the season. So you never knew whether he was actually going to be with you or not. But it does changes. There's no Kolton was a guy that he just wanted to get back there and just play in the backyard. He was going to run around and scramble and try to find someone. Now we've got to have a real offense instead of. But the nice thing for me is I think this next year I never knew exactly what we were going to do when Kolton was back there, and now when we call a play, I'm actually going to have an understanding about what's getting ready to happen. So that's good.
Well, you had so many things at the quarterback position with injuries. Kolton was injured. A couple other guys had injuries. You know, you could never put one guy together that was fully healthy all year long.
No, it was tough. It really was. And you start trying to design an offense to where one quarterback can't throw, one quarterback can't run because of injury, and it was a very frustrating year last year. You know, we had two NFL receivers, lost both those guys by midseason. The other starter broke his leg, and then you have a guy like Rashawn Caesar who steps up and does a great job in preseason all-conference this year because he had an opportunity, he took advantage of it. Good for him. But it was a difficult year last year, a lot of frustration.
One hallmark of the Warhawks over the years has always been defense. I know you're very proud of that side of the football coming into this season.
I am. I think this is the best defensive group that we've had. I think we're fast, we're mature. 9 starters back from last year. That was a little bit young, and so I think this has got a chance to be really an outstanding defense. And obviously, we're going to have to allow our offense to grow up a little bit, and so the defense is going to be a key early in the season.
Let me ask you also about just in general college football. You're obviously one of the officers in the American Football Coaches Association, and you will be the president there in just a couple of years. The direction college football is going right now, there are a lot of questions out there about the future of the game. I mean, is that something that concerns you?
Well, I think it should. It should concern everybody. There's no question that it concerns the coaches and you know, from the litigation that's out there to I think some things that we need to really take a hard look at about student-athlete welfare that has been lagging, quite honestly. I think at some point in time we've got to quit looking at our own individual entities, own universities, and start looking for the good of college football and the good of the student-athlete welfare. And when we can finally do that and kind of put all of our individual entities aside, then we can probably come up with some pretty good ideas to kind of solve a lot of these issues. But right now we're just so protective sometimes that we lose focus, and so hopefully here over the next 5 years we can do some of that, because if not, the court system and basically everything else is going to force it on us.
With guys like Todd Berry involved, the future of college football, though, is still pretty solid. Coach Todd Berry of the ULM Warhawks here at the Sunbelt Football Press Day.